Hello everybody, welcome to Beer Beer Reviews with me, your host Jack, and we're going to move on now to a little beer from Mad Hatter Brewing Company based out of Liverpool, and this is the Schwarzwalder Kirschtorte, which is my grandma's favourite ever dessert, and hence why I picked one up. Well, actually I picked 3 up, because 2 of them are going to be demolished by my grandmother, because she's going to like this, I would imagine. And this is, as you can probably tell by the name, a cherry and chocolate stout, or I think they classify it as a Baltic Porter, actually, clocking at a nice 10% ABV. As always, they have some fantastic artwork by this stealthy rabbit on the front of their bottles. Fits the Mad Hatter theme, and it's so distinctive. You can just see these bottles a mile off on the shelves, and they look fantastic, and more often than not, they're really experimental. And these guys do some really crazy stuff, pickled onion sours and things like that, and tzatziki beers, and yeah, anything under the sun. They're mad, and they're really cool, and I've had the pleasure of, in the professional capacity, visiting them and chatting to them. They're awesome dudes, and they produce some cool beers. And this I'm really excited about trying. It just sounds mad. Well, not as mad as tzatziki beer, I guess, but it just sounds crazy good right up the street. Yeah, sorry, it says here, the Baltic Porter's got it all. Cacao, black cherries, and a wonderfully light body for the ABV, and a rabbit in a cake. Ich liebe Kuchenbier. I love cake beer. Awesome. So we'll crack this fella on open and see what we've got. It is bottle conditioned and everything as well. And unfined, unfiltered and all that jazz. They don't do any of that stuff. It's all natural, all vegan, which is pretty awesome. So I'll try and do a nice good pour. And leave some in the bottle to leave some of the yeast out. So, surprise, surprise, we have a nice deep dark colour going on here, pretty much pitch black. There's just a twinge of ruby around the edges of the glass. A nice off-white khaki coloured head as well. It's going to lace pretty good despite its 10% ABV. Seems like it's going to stick around for the ride for a bit. So let's get a nose and then give it a good old smell. Yeah, there's like a nice roasty note and like a tart. It's definitely a cherry, a fruity tart smell, not a wild bacteria tart smell. Nice fruity edge to it, and just a nice roasty. It almost smells kind of lactosey. Well, I'm pretty sure they haven't used any because they'd have to declare it on the side of the bottle because of allergens. It's not blasting out the glass, I will say that. It's not as intensely fruity on the nose as I thought it would be, but it still smells good. So, cheers everyone, let's get in there and get a good old try. Yeah, it's fruity, alright. Yeah, definitely get chocolate, definitely get cherries, that's for sure. The initial hit's almost, it's like a creek, you know, the Belgian sour beers, but without the tartness. It's kind of surreal. I'm expecting that nice palate crushingly sour flavour to come along. I mean, if you try any of the Cantillon creeks, I love creeks. I love that. I love tart sour beers. I mean, go figure. I do a beer review channel, but it's like having that creek flavour without the sourness. It's a little bit unusual in that regard, but it's backed up this nice chocolatey flavour and a good roasty, toasty note at the end of it as well. But I'm having an issue with this beer for one reason alone, and it says it on the bottle, so I'm not surprised. It's thin, really thin. There's no body to it at all. It's surreal. I've got these big punchy flavours in my mouth, but they just go pop and they're gone. It's a bit unusual. I'm a bit torn in two ways because the flavour's amazing. They're really balanced really well. It's definitely on the sweeter side, but I would imagine it would be when it's called a cake beer, right? Just miss some chunk, man. I want some chunk. I want it to like coat the palate and fill the mouthful, but it ends really quickly. So I'm not entirely sure what they've done in the process, whether they fermented it really low so it ended up really dry and all those sugars have kind of fermented out, or whether I'm assuming, judging by what they put in the bottle, that they've deliberately done so. I guess it's not cloying in that regard, but if you're going to make a Schwarzwalder Kirschtorte, can't say it, then I would expect a bit more chunk. Just a personal grievance. It ain't a bad beer. It's tasty. It's just so much thinner than I thought it was going to be. For me, that's a bit of a disappointment. But yeah, it tastes exactly like what it says on the tin. As most of their beers do, to be honest. It tastes exactly like a Schwarzwalder Kirschtorte. It's cool. I like the glasswork. I like the artwork. I will try and find some more of this. I can pry some from my grandma's hands because she will like this. I'll try another bottle and see if it's maybe, I don't know why it would be bottle variants, but I'll try it on draft and see if that's any better as well. But there you go. I would again whenever I get a beer that I'm not like 100% happy with, I love to hear other people's opinions on the beer, just to see if I'm crazy or not. Really. But I'd love to definitely hear opinions on this. The flavours are fantastic in my opinion. I'm just lacking. It's got ticking 2 out of 3 boxes. Appearance and aroma are great. The flavour's great, but the body's not. Or should I say 3 out of 4 boxes then? But the body's just lacking. The mouthfeel's just lacking, I suppose. So yeah, please like, favourite, comment, and subscribe. Until the next beer review, everyone. Cheers.